What up, good people of the blogosphere? It's Coffee back with some news, some hip hop news, man. And kicking things off, we got a wild piece of throwback footage that I'd never seen this before. I don't know how. I'm a big fan of Redman. Comment, y'all, if y'all fuck with Funk Doc. You know what I mean? Like, as I'm saying that, I'm remembering, you remember Muddy Waters, that rock the spot, rock the spot, yo, and that Smoke Buddha, that whole album I fuck with heavy, man, and that Reggie Noble's stinking ass will not be performing tonight. Y'all remember that? Like, Redman's just the truth, man. He's been in the game for a long time, definitely one of the wise elders of the game, and apparently way back in either this was 92 or 93, this footage here, I was like, what happened here? You know what I mean? I guess, and again, guys, comment if y'all remember this, if you've seen this, because everyone, Pete Rock threw this up, like, yo, I remember this. And again, I don't know what's going on with Pete Rock, man. I hope he gets his ish together, all this ish going on, disrespecting cannabis, this Nas situation. Like, Pete Rock is just seemingly on some whole other ish. That's another story. I got a couple vids up. Let me know if y'all want the links for them jump offs. I'll hit you with them below. But he was like, I remember this well. And basically, Redman's performing, and you see, like, I guess the sound man try to tell him, yo, time's up. And it was like, nah, man. Him and his Brick City affiliates wasn't going for it, and they got the scrapping. And I'm like, how do I not remember this? And seems this was like a pay-per-view event. You see, Fab Five Freddy said he was in attendance, you know what I'm saying, hosting for the evening. And I don't know, like, I've heard stories about at shows and whatnot, like if you go over at all, past the time at a concert or an event, like, it can be very problematic. And reportedly, I've heard some people say it can fuck the production up, where it can cost motherfuckers money. But yeah, they tried to rush Reggie Noble and them off, and it wasn't happening. And I've seen other people saying, yo, the sound man was fucking up Redman's performance as well. Like, I don't have the sound on this, but if you listen to it with the audio, like, the sound definitely was coming in and out. Like, I wonder what prompted this, like, if there was some kind of politics behind this prior to this. I don't know, man. But comment if y'all remember this. Some cats were saying this was the first ever, like, pay-per-view rap concert or whatever. So, I don't know, definitely a wild piece of hip-hop history that I somehow never knew of, you know? And I've been a fan for the longest time. Billy Joel voice, real talk, you know what I mean? So comment if y'all remember it. Comment your thoughts on Redman, like your favorite Redman tracks. Yo, it's crazy. They say Redman, consistently was always putting out music and was on Def Jam the majority of his career. But I guess when Hove, remember when Hove had the presidency, there's a couple artists that said Hove, like, derailed their career, fucked them up. And reportedly Hove wasn't trying to push Redman no more when, he got in office. It's a damn shame, So comment, let me know your thoughts. Again, your favorite Redman projects. But we got to get into this other news here, man. The Game, right? I reported on this the other day. He was taking to social media, posting all kinds of, he's going through something. I don't know, man. I swear. Again, you could say I'm reaching. I talked about in the previous video. I wonder if this is aimed at Wack100, whatever the fuck you want to call Bumpy Face, Crater Face McGee. You know what I mean? Like, this guy, listen, I know I'm not the only one that's sick of Wack100 antics. We know the Game be on a lot of BS as well. But when the No Jumper interview he did right around when Drillmatic had just came out or was about to, he was speaking about being betrayed by someone so close to him. And we already know they got a real fucked up relationship. Again, the Rosemont tape being used to extort Game on the low. Game's got everything signed over into Wack100's names because of the lawsuits and everything. Like, it's a whole mess, That's why we know he never opened up his mouth really to check him about the whole Nip thing. Like, he just continued to let him disrespect the legend. But again, he was posting all this real emotional, deep stuff the other day. Now he's posting up some new stuff. And peep it, man. Like, I truly wonder if this is aimed at Wack. If this is like the way Game deals with this, like, you know, that he feels like he can't come out and just flat out call out Wack, or I don't know. He's talking about something's going on that's affecting JC on. Cause peep it, first he put the cutoffs be about peace, not beef. It's no beef. So he's talking about cutting someone the fuck off. Then he says, love you isn't I love you. I don't know. Like, Game going through something. Listen, then he says, there is a rare breed of people that go all in. They keep their world. They give it all. They go the extra mile for those they care for. These individuals hardly ever receive the same passion and effort in return, yet never change and always give their all, loping or hoping that one day, maybe, just maybe, they find someone as rare as them to love them as fiercely and with as much devotion. This sounds like some relationship-ish, I guess, too. I don't know. To the givers, forgivers, and selfless lovers out there, keep being beautiful. Don't let this cold world change you, and take advantage of every little moment you are given. Now, again, that one sounds a little more relationship driven, like on a different level, but nonetheless, you can see the Game is clearly going through something where he's just posting these memes every day about cutting people off and beef and betrayal and not receiving love and support back. And I don't know, man, like, what do y'all think's going on with the Game? Nonetheless, Wack100 ain't showing, like, get your management skills together. You know, we just saw Blueface. Y'all seen that, right? Blueface got arraigned. Kind of took a W in court, right? The people, the prosecutors were pushing for $75,000 bail, and his attorney worked out $50K on attempt murder charge out there in Vegas, man. It's wild. Like, Wack, what you doing with your clients, man? You got the Game's career just fading away to in obscurity. I mean, Blueface, Krishan Rock, I mean, I get it. He's his own man. Like, you know what I'm saying? A grown man got to handle their own biz, but at the same time, you got to protect the investment. I keep saying they need to get Blueface one of those cats that, like what they did with Des Bryant and Pac-Man Jones. Y'all remember that, where it was more or less like it, like, not to sound disrespectful, but almost like a babysitter in a sense. There was this guy, the Wolf, right, that he would just be around to keep these cats in line, you know, and both those individuals, Pac-Man and Des Bryant, kind of ended up turning over a new leaf in a sense. You know what I mean? They're still their own individuals, but you don't see them caught up in all the bullish and fluckery like before. But something going on with JC on. What do y'all think about it? And the Blueface situation, Wack, his managerial skills, all that. Comment below.
So then Kanye is working on Donda 2. Mm-hmm. And you jump on that. Yeah. Which song did you do on there? Pablo, Keep It Burning was on there too. And then I saw behind. Oh, and then Louis Bags and there was a couple other songs. But yeah. Okay, so you had a few songs on there? Yeah. Okay. When Kanye announced he's not gonna release it through streaming services, it's just gonna be on this little stem player. Everybody was confused, like, how we get paid. Were you confused? And yeah, I'm still confused. Like, if he banned for stem player, now how we get paid? Okay, I mean, were you disappointed that it didn't come out publicly? Because I'll be honest, I haven't heard that album. That's the one Kanye album I have never heard, because I'm not going to buy a $200 literally piece of electronics that I'm going to toss out after listening to it. It's crazy because the stem player, like, he'll upload the songs on the stem player, and they wasn't even complete songs. Like, none of the songs were done. He was just uploading demos. Really? Yeah. Okay. Like raw demos. Right.
How about this, though, y'all? Kanye been going through it. We know all that is with the media and the powers that be and Adidas and all those endorsement deals and things of that extent. But how about this, man? This up-and-coming producer, you heard dude talking, ATL Jacob, worked on a couple tracks on this Donda 2 project and never got paid. But he's trying to stay positive and upbeat about it, right? Like, hey, I learned a lot, so I'm not really tripping, but we're all confused, everyone that worked on the project. And this, like, Ye just be doing wild-ish if you peep it, right? So he puts it out through this stem player, which there was another artist, I forget, was it Neil Young, or like rock and roll artist, who tried to release some other, it wasn't the stem player, but it was something like that, you know, trying to go against the grain and create their own listening experience. You know, as a lot of individuals who in the music industry say this new digital era that the sound quality is not all there, and I don't know, but nonetheless, he didn't put Donda 2. He don't put out the traditional way albums are coming out now. He only did it through the stem player thing, and it's like a $200. You heard like what Vlad was saying, like, yo, I'm not gonna pay $200 for something I'm probably never gonna use again. So people aren't really hearing this Donda music, and I was surprised. Like, I didn't realize this was Ye's 11th album, and then he's embroiled in some kind of lawsuit too with the stem player thing. I don't know the specifics on this, but it has to do with KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions, BDP. Somehow there's some, I don't know if that lawsuit is holding up the music from coming out or whatever, but it just sounds like a real messy situation, real messy business. And like, you know, Ye, he's doing him, he's got his brethren, but what about these cats that produce on the project or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, remember Big Sean and who was it? Was it Kid Cudi? Other artists that were signed to Ye and Good Music said they had contractual problems and problems getting paid. So this just sounds sloppy and foul. Like, hey, I got my money, my shit's good. Fuck y'all, more or less, right? Like, I mean, come on, Ye been all in the news going through all this stuff. Imagine being one of these artists, you're waiting to get paid, and they just got no update for you. Isn't that crazy? I mean, again, this guy trying to stay positive. Hey, I'm a new producer in the game. I got to work with Ye. I got a lot of experience. But on top of it, he, like, that's all he got is the experience. Because on top of not getting paid, you heard what they were talking about. This music isn't getting out there to the people. So people ain't hearing this guy's work neither. You know what I mean? Like, if you're coming up in the game and you work with some big names like Ye and other artists, that's a good look for you. But no one's hearing this album. Like, it just sounds like another real twisted situation with Kanye. And with that being said, comment with your thoughts about that.
You see yourself being a big brother, helping him, like, guide yourself?
You think Big Brother turns off? Yeah, I'm in contact with him. It's draining. But, he's bipolar. And people forget that. I don't care how rich you are. When you have a chemical imbalance, you're going to say some crazy things. Anybody know somebody bipolar? You don't put him in front of a camera. You put him in the house at a hospital. But what happens with him? Because you say the most outlandish things, when you're triggered. And there's a chemical imbalance. And also when you're tired. It's like being drunk. But, I know him. But, yeah, I do talk to him, and I try. And it's painful to watch. Because someone bipolar with $1 billion and a whole bunch of people that don't care, it's not a good formula. People should be more worried about his health than worried about what he says. He already admitted that he was bipolar. He's been in a straitjacket in front of everybody. Why do you listen to somebody bipolar if they tell you they bipolar? Before he says stuff that's like, triggering, he premises it with like, I'm tired. You know what it takes for Kanye to say he's tired? He got to damn near be hallucinating. He don't sleep. I can tell you. So, he going through it. But, I'm more mad at everybody that's just not worried about his health. And the man tell you he's sick, and then he start acting sick because he's rich. Y'all listen to him as if he's not. That's that. But it's sad what's going on. But trust me, I talk to him.
Dame Dash, y'all heard that? Dame says all this ish with Ye is mental illness, is mental health. And, Dame goes through a lot of his own situations as well. But we just know these dudes have a history and have worked together. And you hear him, he's like, everyone's seeing this go on with Ye, and he ain't right, So, I don't know, man. It's just a mess for Kanye. I want to know your guys' thoughts on it, but that really sucks for that producer, man. ATL Jacob. Can't get his bag, man. Can't, imagine that, where you're like, yo, I just did big things. I work with Kanye West. I'm about to blow up, and you don't get paid. No one gets to hear the music. No one knows you did it, really. It's gotta be whack. And closing it out too, how about this sock hack? Did you ever do this back in the day? People are like, oh, look at the new sock hack in 2022. Listen, when summertime hit, if I didn't have all I had clean was long socks, I've been folding my socks over like this, man. This ain't nothing new. You feel me? But still dope, man. Still dope. So that's all I got, man. Thanks for tapping in. Hit the comments, man. Share your thoughts. Kanye, Messy Business, The Sock Hack, Redman, Brawl back in the day, throwback, The Game, Going Through Something, Wack, Blueface, Attempted Murder. Let's talk about it all below. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next one. It's Coffee signing out. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe, guys.